I'm making this video. This will be the first video in my visual diary. I am officially a full-time entrepreneur. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so thankful, so grateful. I'm just cheesing. I can't even believe my eyes and my ears right now. Like, I'm literally a full-time entrepreneur. I quit my job. Today was my official last day, by the way. I gave them my 1 week notice last week on Friday, and then today, Friday, it was my last day, and I just can't believe it. Like, this is real right now. This is real. I don't even know what to say. I'm lost for words. There's no greater feeling than being able to work for yourself, not have to go to work for someone else, and stuff like that. I'm just so excited. Like, what? Oh my god, I could cry. I'm not gonna cry, but I'm excited to start this chapter in my story and see where it leads me. You know, I'm just super excited. Let me tell y'all, like, how it all happened, like, transpired. So I just released my crochet do-rags maybe 2 months ago, 2 months and a half ago, and I posted my video on TikTok, just, you know, like I usually do, posting shit on TikTok, and the video went viral. The video went super viral. So I got so many orders. And I still am doing those orders, like, today. Like, I still have orders that I'm having to do. And I'm kind of, like, behind. I'm sorry for this angle, but my arm hurt. I'm kind of behind. I'm not kind of, I am behind. But, yeah, I went viral and I got a bunch of orders. And because I am behind, I'm like, my full-time job at, you know, me going to work, like, that's keeping me from doing my orders and stuff. And I told my mom, I was like, you know, at this point, I'm making more money doing my business than I am going to work. I'm like, me going to work, they're basically paying me back for the gas that I'm using to get to work, which I'm like, you know. So I told my mom, I was like, what do you think? I was like, you know, is it time? She's like, yeah, you know, it might be about that time. My stepdad was like, yeah, you know. Everybody's like, yeah, we think you can do it. And I was like, I think I can do it this time, you know, because I've been unemployed twice. And, you know, I had my business, but it wasn't something that I was really, like, doing. But now that I'm, like, crocheting and stuff, it's something that I'm really, like, trying to do and get going. And I'm, you know, doing all this stuff. And I'm like, the time that I'm spending going to work, I could be spending that time, you know, doing some type of promoting and advertisement and coming up with new things to make and sell and doing custom orders and getting my orders out in a timely manner and stuff like that. So I'm like, you know, I think it's about that time. I think I can do it this time. I was like, I think if I quit and I put my mind to it and give it my all and really focus in, I was like, I think I can make it work. And so my mom was like, I think you can too. So all I ever really need in life is my mom's approval and her to say, like, yeah, I think you can. And she think, you know, because she gonna tell me if something is a bad idea. And so if she said that it's a good idea, I was like, well, bet. I'm giving them my 1 week notice and I'm out of there. So I'm super excited. I'm super excited. But yeah, oh my gosh. Look at my hair, you know, look at my hair. It's growing. It's not growing fast enough, but it's growing. But yeah, so today is April 28th, and at 2:10, I officially became an entrepreneur, because that's when I clocked out. I clocked out at 2:10. So yeah, I'm excited to finish my orders that are behind. That's really what I'm excited about, because I was off for 3 weeks, I was off of work for 2 weeks, because she let me have a week off to do my orders. Then I was off for a week because I went to Coachella And so I basically went back to work. This was my second week back at work since being gone for 2 weeks. And so I told her, I said, I'm giving in my notice. She was like, yeah, I saw it coming. She's like, I knew if anybody was leaving, it was going to be you. She's like, I'm so happy for you. I wish you well in your journey. I told them, she's like, would you consider doing on-call? Like, if they get super busy, I could come in. I told her, yeah, I would. I was like, if y'all are super busy and I don't have anything to do, I was like, I don't mind coming in, getting some extra money and stuff like that. But, as far as, like, being there, like, all the time, and, like, it's taking away time I could be spending toward my business. And so she was like, yeah, I understand. You got to do what's best for you. She was like, this is the perfect time to do it. You're young. So, yeah. But let me get inside, and I'll come back on here later because I need to get all this stuff out of my car. Yeah, but I was so excited. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. I have not been on here in a minute. In a very, very long minute. Hold on, let me set this here. Haven't been on here and made a diary in a while. Ooh, stay. No? Maybe not. Anywho, haven't made a diary in a while. So I figured I'd make one today. My lips look kind of just, I'm about to go to Hobby Lobby and look at some yarn. I don't really need any yarn, but I added some colors to my, what am I trying to say? I added some colors to my website, and I need to actually make sure that they're in the store, because the last thing I want is to have colors on there and they don't sell the yarn in the actual store. So I'm about to go to Hobby Lobby and take some pictures of yarn like a crazy crochet yarn lady, and call it an evening. I can't remember the last time I was on here, so I don't know what all I need to update about. But a lot has happened. So first and foremost, I'm trying to hold on. Okay, so hopefully this stays. If not, ciao. I don't know what to say. Okay, so what I was saying was, hopefully that stays, bro. Last time I was on here, I don't remember what I was talking about or what I was doing, but some updates about my life that I know that weren't in the last video. So I quit my last job and went as a full-time entrepreneur. You're probably wondering, oh, how's that going? Because it's been maybe, I don't know, 2 months maybe? It's going okay. Life as an entrepreneur is kind of hard, but we're gonna make it through. We're gonna prosper. I'm staying optimistic. So yeah, that I've been featured in 2 local Dallas magazines, so that's been really cool. I released some crochet do-rags and they went viral on TikTok. Whoa, can you stay, babes? They went viral on TikTok, so that's really cool. So I got a bunch of orders from there, stuff like that. Released a pattern on YouTube for the crochet durag big thing was I met Smino. Oh my gosh. So I've told the story to like a few people, but I figured I'd tell it on here. So for like a month straight, like weeks, I was like, oh, I'm going to the Smino concert. I'm gonna meet Smino. I'm gonna give him my fur balaclava. I'm gonna give him my fur balaclava. I'm so excited, blah blah blah. Literally made him one, and fast forward, the day of the concert came, and I was like, sometimes I'd be like doubting myself, but I'm like, no, like I'm gonna give him this fur balaclava. Like there's no other options. Like I'm gonna give this to him. I'm not leaving that venue without giving him his stuff. Like I made this for him, and I'm gonna give it to him. Mind y'all, I had sent him messages on Instagram. I commented like under his post, like, hey, I'm going to your Dallas show. I want to give you a crochet fur balaclava. And no responses or anything. So I'm thinking like, oh, he didn't see it. Anyways, I ended up wearing the balaclava to the actual concert because I didn't want to risk like having it in my hand and taking it and them taking it from me, because that was just gonna like piss me off. So I actually like wore it and had to like base my whole outfit around it, because the thing is I made it this cute green color because I was looking through his pictures and I was like, well, what's something that he wears a lot, like a color that he wears a lot that I can like kind of think of like is his favorite color. And I saw he wore a lot of green and blue, and I didn't know which one to do, but I was like, it looks like he wears green more than he wears blue. So I ended up making it green, and the green that I made it, I don't even sell in my, like, I don't even have on my website. Like that color I don't sell. So I picked that green specifically for him. So keep that in mind, right? So it's the day of the concert. I go, enjoy myself. It was me, my older brother, and my friend Brielle. The concert ends, because I was like, hopefully, like, he might have saw my messages. He just didn't, like, respond. So I was standing in the crowd with it on. So I was like, maybe he'll see me and he'll be like, oh, that's the girl I saw in my DM, or that's the girl that sent me a message or whatever. Anyways, he didn't see me, or he didn't say anything during the concert. So I literally told my friend Brielle, and I had texted my brother, and I told this random girl that was standing beside me the whole concert. I said, I'm gonna give him this balaclava. I said, I don't care how he gets it. I said, at this point, like, I don't even have to be the one to give it to him. I just need him to have it. So I texted my older brother, because whenever I go with my older brother to concerts, we never like stay by each other. So I texted him. I was like, I'm gonna stay after the show and find his tour bus to see if I can give him his stuff. And he was like, okay. So me and my friend Brielle and him, we all went to where his tour bus was, and we waited. And that venue, I can't remember what venue it was, but the way they had it set up, his tour bus was kind of far from where like the fence and stuff was. So you couldn't like see him if he walked onto the tour bus or anything like that. So we were staying out there. Mind you, it's cold and it's like sprinkling. We're standing out there. We're talking to the security guard. I'm like, do you know Smino? me and my friend were like, you know, Smino, I want to give him this hat I made him. He's like, no, I don't even know who that is. Mind you, it's a young boy. I'm like, how you don't know who Smino is, first of all, and how do you not know who's here performing at the place that you're security guarding at? But anywho, he's like, no, I don't know him. So a bunch of random people walk by. My friend Brielle, shout out to my friend Brielle, because I'm not shy. I'm not good with talking to people, and she's really outspoken and good with talking to people. So she's calling all these different random people over, like, hey, do you know Smino? My friend wants to give him a hat. And we talked to maybe 3 people, and they're like, oh, we'll go talk to him and we'll see. And it's like, okay, but that's cool, but are y'all really going to talk to him and see? This one man, he looked like he was trying to maybe see, but he went to talk to Jid. I don't recall. I remember him going back there, but he was really at Jid's tour bus, because Jid was on his tour bus, but Smino wasn't on his tour bus. Turns out Smino was still in the building. Like, they have like a backstage room. So Smino was in the backstage room in the building. So all of a sudden we see this younger guy. He looks like he's our age, and he's putting something up in a truck. But he doesn't have like on security stuff. So it's like, oh, he looks like he doesn't even work for the venue. He might be with like the artist. So my friend Brielle, she's like, I'm gonna ask him. And I was like, I don't think he knows him. She's like, you don't know? So she asked him. I was like, okay, you can ask him. She asked him. She's like, hey, you come over here. So he came over there. She was like, do you know Smino? And he was like, yeah. And we was like, yeah, you do. What? And she was like, my friend made him this hat. She just wants to give it to him. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I literally want to give him this hat. I don't have to like hand it to him. If you know him, I don't mind giving it to you as long as you give it to him. Like, at this point, I just need him to have the hat. And so he was like, I'll see what I can do. I'll go back there and see what I can do. And so I was like, okay. So me and my friend, we was like, you know, because we had talked to like 3-4 people at that point, and it was like, okay, this young guy who's like our age is gonna go back there, right? So he was gone for maybe like, it felt like 10 minutes, but honestly he was probably gone for like 3, 4, 5 minutes. He really wasn't gone that long, but he came back with this, I just remember he had this big slice of pizza, and it looked good too. He came back with this big slice of pizza, and he asked the security, he was like, can I take her back there with me? Talk about me. And he was like, yeah, if you want her to. And I was like, me and my friend, we was like, oh my gosh, like what? So I went into the little tape, and he took me back there. And I remember this day like it happened yesterday. I'll never forget this day. I went back there, and Smino was sitting, he was about to sit down on a couch, but before he sat down, like before he could sit down, he jumped up and he just pointed at me like, and I was like, oh my gosh, what the heck? So he walks over to me, and I had this whole spiel of stuff that I was gonna say, right? No, didn't say any of it. He came over there, he was like, that's so, he was like, he said something like, he's like, hey, what's your name? And I was like, Diamond. He's like, that's so cool. I just saw your message. And I was like, you just saw my message? What are you talking about? He's like, yeah, I just saw your message. He's like, how does it work? So I, took it off, because I had it on. So I took it off, and I was showing him. I was like, yeah, it's a balaclava. It turns into a hat, all that extra stuff. And he literally puts it on, and he walks around the room, and he's like, y'all, look what she made for me. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what the heck? He's like, y'all, look what she made for me. And mind y'all, like, okay, remember I was talking about I made the balaclava a certain green. So he had changed out of what he had wore on stage. So he had on something completely different. He had on some blue sweats and a scarf. And he was like, he's like, this is so cool. He put me on his story and stuff like that. I'll insert it if I feel like it. And he lifted up his pants leg, and he was like, I have on the same color green socks. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, it was meant to be. Like, how would he have known to put on those green socks? And mind you, the green of the balaclava, it's a weird, like, green. It's not, like, bright green, but it's not dark green. It's almost kind of like a fall green, but you can still wear it during the summer. I don't know, it's like a weird green color, and that's why I chose it. So for him to have on the same green socks, I was just like, bro, like, be so serious right now. So he was talking about how much he loved it. He put me on his story and added me in everything. He was just talking about how cool it was. Then he was like, you want to take a picture, a selfie, a mirror selfie? I'm like, baby, we about to do all of it. I want a selfie, I want a mirror selfie, all of that. So we took pictures and everything, and yeah, that was literally that night. I kind of like missed out on some stuff, but I'm driving, so I'm like trying to concentrate. But I was just like, oh my gosh. And to this day, I still get excited, like, thinking about it, because it's like, it's crazy. It was so crazy, because I was determined. I said, I'm not leaving here. And I told the security guy that too. I'm like, bro, like, I'm not leaving here until he gets this. And I seen this I seen this white girl go back behind the tape, and I said, it's Black History Month. If she can go back there, I can go back there, okay? Like, somebody's gonna let me back here. Mind you, I wasn't trying to cause a crowd to be standing there at the tape that was blocking off everybody, but because we were standing there and they was like, what are y'all doing? I was just trying to tell them, I'm like, yeah, we're just talking to the security guard, but, you know, really we was waiting for Smino, because all these people started coming, trying to wait, because they wanted to talk to Jid and Smino and stuff, and I'm like, nah. But the fact that I got to go back there, and I got to meet him and hug him, oh my gosh, he gave me like 5 hugs, right? It just talked about how much he loved it, and he smelled so good. And my mom's like, you're just saying that. I'm like, no, he really smelled good, considering he had just got off the stage, which was crazy to me. But I mean, hey, I don't know, he got some good ass cologne, I guess. But yeah, that's the story of how I met Smino. It was so cool. That literally gave me the confidence boost that I needed for my business. Him saying that he like really loved the balaclava, and he just kept saying it, and I was like he really likes it. But I was really like, he says that and he'll probably like have it on today, but will he really wear it again? Yes, he did. He wore it maybe 5 times afterwards. More to come, I'm sure. But yeah, I was super duper excited. So since then, I've had some great things happening. Like I said, I released my do-rags on TikTok. They went viral. I got featured in 2 Dallas magazines. What else? I got in contact with a like bigger like TikToker, and I sent him some items, and we kind of became friends. So he like follows me and everything now, and he said he loved my stuff, and I'm excited to see how he styles his stuff. So that, I won't say who it is. Him and another celebrity I got in contact with, that I'm very excited about, because I sent him like 5 items, and I have never seen that man wear a hat. Like, I searched up and down the internet to see if that man wore hats, and I didn't find but like one picture with that man in a hat. So I'm like, I told him, I was like, I crochet headwear, and he said, yeah, I could send him stuff. Like, he sent me his address and everything. So I'm like, well, I mean, he knows it was headwear. So, hey, man, when he pop out with his pictures and stuff, I'm gonna be like, I want y'all to know that man does not wear hats or anything. So that means I'm special, right? So I'm excited for that. I sent it to him like a few weeks ago, and I messaged him last week, or like on last week. I messaged him and I was like, hey, did you get your items? I know you're busy, but I just want to know, like, make sure they didn't get stolen or anything. And he was like, oh yeah, I got them. He was like, they're fire. I was like, oh my god, what? So I'm super excited about that. I'm not gonna say who it is because but when he pop out with the stuff on, y'all gonna know. Y'all are gonna know. So I'm super excited about that. Yeah, I don't know, has anything else happened? Not really. I'm just like super duper excited to just get my business going. I have been doubting myself the past few weeks, and I'm really trying to not do that, because I've seen how far I've come, and I've come this far. Like, I know I can go farther. So I'm just trying to tell myself, one thing that I told myself the day of Smino's concert, the day that I sent that celebrity a message and asked him if I could send him some stuff. There's this one video I saw on TikTok with this girl, and she was like, one thing she always tells herself is, she always says whenever she's about to do something, she always says, I'm lucky, everything always goes my way. And so that's literally what I told myself the night that I met Smino, the day that I messaged that celebrity guy. And so I've been like, I haven't said it in a while, and I was like, I need to start saying that again, because it works, because you say it so much to the point where you believe it, and it's like nothing can change your mind about it. So I told myself yesterday, I was like, I need to get out of my head and know that I'm really that girl, because what? Like, be so serious right now, right? Be so serious right now. Hi. Ooh, what's going on? So I'm gonna do a diary. Look at my room. Let's take a moment to take it in. It looks a mess. Okay, we're not gonna talk about it though. I'm gonna do a diary. I haven't done a diary in like 15,000 years. Oh, I came over here. I did faux freckles. I like it because my dark spots can blend in, so you can't really tell like where I have dark spots and where I have the faux freckles, because they're all kind of the same. I really like that. I'm gonna try to see if it'll work even if I don't have makeup on, because right now I have a makeup. I did my makeup, did the faux freckles, and then put makeup on some of the faux freckles, so it kind of have a contrast type of thing going on. And so we'll see how that goes tomorrow. I'm gonna try it without the makeup. I'm going to, I have an order to do, so I'm about to do that. And yeah. Ooh, this guy's just looking at me. I've started so many visual diaries and didn't finish them, but I'm gonna finish this one. I'm gonna finish this one. I'm gonna finish this one. So
y'all will see this one. And if you don't see this one, you're gonna see it, okay? I'll probably insert the ones that I did do, because the ones that I did do, I talked about like when I met Smino. I talked about me becoming an entrepreneur full-time and stuff like that. So I'll probably insert the clips for those and like put the dates like I usually do, but you know, I can't find my crochet hook. Is that a sign? Maybe I just need to finish my mom's shirt. I need to do that anyway. So let me do that because I don't know where my hook is. But yeah, as of right now, oh, something that's happened since the last time I've talked on my diary and not posted it. Doc Martens put me on their website. So exciting, so exciting. I am putting model on my resume. I have so many things on my resume, and people are probably going to be like, is that really on your resume? Yes, okay. Some of the things on my resume, right? The fact that I did TMZ for almost a whole year, that's on my resume, okay? I might not have got paid for it, but baby, if I did TMZ, I think maybe 8-9 times. That's a lot. Mind you, it was like a once a month type of thing. That's a lot to be doing like TMZ and not getting paid. So I put it on my resume because obviously, like, y'all not about to have me doing it so many times and I can't put it on my resume. I have the clips from when I did it, so it happened. um, but yeah, I don't know what I was getting at. I don't know how TMZ came up. Oh, because the model thing. But yeah, I'm gonna put model on my resume because Doc Martens put me on their listing page too. They put me on the actual listing, which is like, wow. You know, I was just expecting like a feature, like an Instagram, like they put my Instagram and stuff, but they actually took my picture and put it in the listing. So I was like, wow, that's crazy. It's for their leather, their vegan leather sandal. So that's exciting. Hold on, let me see what this is. When I say boiling, it's boiling. So I think today was like 105 degrees. And we've been trying to get up early, like around 7 to go walking. But it's crazy because even at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's like 80 something. It's hot. And the sun be shining. Luckily today, it was hot, but the sun wasn't really out that much. It was more gloomy today. So it was bearable, but man, I'm like, global warming is really trying to take us out. And I hate that because I just got here. I'm only 25. I'm trying to live my best life. And I can't because people don't want to take care of the earth. Like, I try to do my part and do things to take care of the earth. Everybody else, not so much. So now I gotta be with the consequences. And now my feelings hurt. But F me, right? You know? Like, whatever. But yeah, so it's been really hot and we've been trying to get up at 7, but today got up late. My stomach was hurting. I was trying to figure out why, but I had a Starbucks drink, one of those ones in the glass container that you can buy from like the store. My esthetician gave it to me, and I was like, you know, it's probably that because it got regular milk, and I haven't had regular milk in a long time. So I was like, man, they trying to take me out. My wall is also coming together. Y'all haven't seen my room and stuff in a long time, but like, we have Bubbles the elf, the skull. I don't know if y'all seen this skull. We have Cynthia, We have Robin. We have this D that I did. And then, of course, Bob Marley is still up there. He's still up there, so. This is the top that I made my mom. I want to start selling some variations of tops. So I told my mom to give me her measurements so I could see if I could just get people's measurements and see if I could make certain tops that way. So it's supposed to be like this. Of course, it's big on me. This would actually be cute on me like a shirt, but it's supposed to be like cropped. So where's mine? Let me show you. This would look like. It's supposed to be like that. So like, like this. Mine though, I made it too long. See where I put the pin? It's supposed to be here. But I redid it and I used my mom's measurements and it worked. Like it fits her perfectly. So we're gonna take pictures of her and hers this week so I can put them online. And that way I can finally have like a top or something because I don't have any tops in my store. I specialize in like headwear. But I'm like, I need to do something different. So I was like, if I do some like simple tops, I can do that. Okay, I'm back. My face is extra shiny, but that's okay. I'm about to take a shower. I'm about to go take my makeup off and take a shower. Then y'all can see like a lot of these spots like this and like some spots over here. I think a lot of the bigger spots are actually my spots, except for like these and this and stuff. But yeah, I put spots to kind of deflect from the actual spots on my face. And I think it works. It looks better in person, I will say. Like right now, I just look like, I don't know, maybe it does look like freckles, but because I'm so used to having dark spots and I know I don't have freckles, to me they look like dark spots. But then like in person, I feel like they look like freckles. I don't know. But yeah. I've had a great day. My video on TikTok went semi-viral. I have like almost 50K views on my do-rag video of me turning it into a head wrap. Get into it. Like my do-rags always do so good. People love the crochet do-rag. And I ain't complaining. I ain't mad at it. I love it. Like if y'all love it, I love it. I mean, I was gonna love it anyway, but okay. Yeah. So I can finally record since my sleep mode is on. My phone is not buzzing every 2 minutes. Or I say every 2 minutes, but literally every minute it was going ding, 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 ding. I'm like, bro, don't chill, but chill. Relax a bit. I'm trying to set this up, like, here we are. Took a minute, but we got there. I swear it looks like really good in person. Like I promise, like this is the best my makeup has ever looked. But I think it's because it's kind of like an exaggerated version of how my face already looks. Instead of that weird, like, she just has acne scars in between stage. Just gonna get some oil, rub it in, get it all warm. I'm so happy about my video, like, doing good because literally, I don't know, my do-rag videos always do really good. I don't know if y'all can tell, like, some of the spots are going away, and then, as you can see, some of them aren't because it's my face. One thing that I'm, like, learning is that I'm trying to, like, learn and be okay with is the fact that a lot of your support won't come from people that you know, which is kind of like, it's so weird because you would expect the people that you know to support you, but a lot of times they don't. And I don't know why that is like programmed into people's heads or into their minds, but it is, and it's weird. So like, for example, I posted the video that went viral today. I posted it on TikTok, obviously, and it went viral, but I posted that same video on Instagram and on Facebook, and I think Facebook I barely had 10 likes. Mind you, that is where most of my family and friends are that are like personal. That's where most of them are. And then Instagram, I have a lot of my friends on there, and I think my post has like 50 likes. But I think it literally just hit 50 because my video went viral on TikTok. So a lot of people are like following my Instagram and reposting it onto their Instagrams and stuff like that. So I don't know, I just find it so crazy. Like, I don't know. I try to support everybody, but one thing about me, I'm not gonna support people who don't support me. You know, and obviously, you know, you probably shouldn't be that way, but it's just like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, why would I support somebody who don't support me? And vice versa. Like, I wouldn't expect somebody who doesn't, who I don't support to support me. You know, like, I don't know. It just makes sense to me. So, here's my face. I gotta wash it when I get in the shower. Much brighter, but you can see like all my dark spots, and they didn't look this bad. But like I said, I just had a facial, and the facial I had, I think it was micro needling. It always makes my dark spots darker, and then it'll kind of peel a little bit and they won't be as dark. Oh, I came back to show y'all my hair. Oh, did I sit this in a different spot? It looks better in this angle. I should have had it here first. Anyways. Oh, that's probably why it's slipping. Anyways, real quick, I just came back to show y'all my hair. Oh, don't fall. Okay. I thought it was funny. People are like, your hair grows so fast. Your hair grows so fast. It's the internet, y'all. Like, don't believe the hype. But yeah, okay. So this is my hair underneath. But it's fake. It's fake. Ooh, these combs was hurting my head, not gonna lie. Let me hurry up because my face is itching. It's too dry. But yeah, it's a fake ponytail. It's usually the one I wrap here, but I had it right here because all these reasons. But yeah, toodles.